guess you got to let go. There comes a time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jon Raven. We're in downtown Atlanta, Georgia, and behind me is a very famous set from episode 1 of The Walking Dead, where he rides the horse through the city. So it's kind of funny, I should tell you a story. I actually bought a house in Nashville because it is my second home, and I built a studio. But I had to go back to Canada for a while, so I had to run it out. And so when I wanted to come back to Nashville this summer, I didn't have a place to stay, even though I own a place. So I'm actually staying on a couch in a studio on Music Row. It's completely like, you can't even make the story up of what I've been living. But it is truly what makes an artist an artist. And I think that as an artist, as a songwriter, you need those times of strife in order to put your full heart into what you want to do. Unlike Canada, where I'm from, summer in Nashville is really hot. And I mean humid hot. And it's also a hotbed for amazing country music, rock music, folk music, Americana, hip-hop even, rock, you know, like it doesn't matter what genre you love, Nashville's the place to be. And that is the great thing about being an artist that wants to make your own way, is that you're not, you know, sucked into one genre and that's all you can do. You can be yourself. So most people know me as a singer-songwriter, but I originally went to school to learn how to record music so that I could record myself. Then I went to web design school and graphic design school so that I could do my own album covers, my own websites. I learned social media, and the key point is that you need to be on the web. If you're going to be an artist nowadays, you can't just stop at being an amazing guitar player or an amazing singer or amazing songwriter, whatever it is that you play. You have to be on the web, and that sometimes means that you have to be the one that gets out there and does the work. Record labels are great, but you can be your own record label. So you're an artist, and you know, obviously you need to have some sort of recording so that people can hear you, what it is that you do, you know. Genre aside, like what is it that you do? I don't even know what it is until I can hear you. So you spend most of your budget, or if all, making sure that it's the best sounding thing that you could do. Well, so then what do you do when you need to market it? Like if you have no money left, you have no budget, how are you going to do your website? How are you going to do your graphic design, your social media, your press? Like that is just as an integral piece of your package as you're a product, as the sound. So you might sound amazing, but if nobody can see you, doesn't matter. Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, the audio, the sound, what you do as your creative, you know, instrument, that is important overall. But the first thing that people are going to see when they go to hear your music is your picture. So you better have a good photographer. And I'm not talking about your sister who has a camera. I'm talking about a photographer who knows your genre, that knows what kind of style and look that you need in order to achieve the level that you need for your music. And it goes the same for your website, for your album cover, for everything, your logo, your trademark, everything. Get the key people involved that know what it is to do what you need to do in order to get your music to the right people. This is so important. It is so important. It's more important than eating. Like if you're going to put yourself out there as a product and you want people to appreciate you and buy into you, then you need to make sure that you don't take the same falls that I see day in and day out on Music Row. People come there every single day, they get these cheap websites done, cheap photos, cheap all this stuff, but it doesn't mean anything. You wasted time. Just pay, get the right thing done, first time, make a splash, get on to the next project. I really admire the Steve Earles, the Rodney Crowells, the Ray LaMontagne. I mean, the Buddy Millers of the world. Maybe they're not the most famous artists that you've ever heard of, but they are playing music almost every day of their life, living their dream, and they're getting paid fairly well. And they're going to be able to play music for the rest of their lives, playing soft cedars, velvet draped curtains. They have a crowd of people that come out to see them every time. They're diehard fans. They buy the records, they buy the t-shirts, they buy the hats, whatever it is, they buy it. And that's what I'm going for. I'm going for a lifetime career because I've been doing this my whole life and not making any money so far. So obviously I'm not quitting anytime soon. You know, people see me on stage or see me at a writing session and they look at my guitar and they're like, wow, that is a really beautiful Gibson. And they say to me, I don't know how you got that made for you or what, but why did you choose Gibson? And I say, well, Gibson believed in me. Like, I designed my guitar and they made it for me, and I was an unknown artist. You can't get any more belief than that. I was in Austin, Texas, and it was South by Southwest, the music festival, and I went into a biker shop, little hole in the wall. It was a really cool shop. It was mom and pop owned, and I saw these really cool shoes, and they were by a company called Shaw, and I bought them immediately. Like, I never buy shoes, but I bought these shoes and I started wearing them everywhere, and people were noticing. They were like, oh, look at that guy with those shoes. And then I was playing the Hard Rock Nashville downtown on a big stage, and I had the shoes on, and Shaw contacted me and said, we see that you're wearing our shoes, and I got an endorsement with them. And it's just another point of, you got to find companies that believe in what you're doing, and so that you endorse their products as well as they're endorsing yours, instead of just getting some big corporate sponsorship for the money and forgetting that you are actually telling your fans and the world that you love this product, when it could be something detrimental to your vision and your message to the world. You know, I spend a lot of my time helping out other artists because I think that there's not enough people out there helping each other. And I know when I was coming up, I had a few people that helped me, and it meant a lot to me, and so now I'm trying to do the same. And I don't really care what genre you are, as long as you've got the heart and you want to make it as the artist, and you're out there working. You know, if you message me on Facebook, I'm going to write you back. It doesn't matter. I will write you back. And if we can't work together because of distance or whatever, that's fine. The internet's, you know, the internet puts us together, it doesn't matter distance. And I'm just here to say that I'm doing my music, and I'm going to continue to do it. And if you want to do yours too, that's awesome, because we all should be putting more creativity in the world instead of anger. And reach out to me.